All right, two big developments with Donald Trump 2 weeks after the assassination attempt on him. He wants to resume outdoor rallies, thinks they're very important. But a lot of folks are concerned for his safety and others who attend such an event, their safety, especially whether the Secret Service is even up to the task. Let's go to Chris Swecker, the former FBI Assistant Director. You know, Chris, I can't blame the former president, other politicians who like these venues, particularly Donald Trump, who gets tens of thousands, in the case of Wildwood, New Jersey, a couple of 100,000, to fill an outdoor area. But there are risks to that. So how do you balance that?
Yeah, I mean, it is a balancing act, and these are high-risk events because of the way they're laid out, and often in open areas, which are very hard to secure. You need a lot of resources. But having said that, I don't think they should limit former President Trump and how he does his rallies. I mean, this is his hallmark. This is his trademark. This is how he sort of rallies his troops. The Secret Service is just going to have to step up their game and do their job. They're doing financial crimes and all this other stuff. They're only using about 30% of their resources on protection. They need to go back to their core mission and staff up.
You know, you're the expert of this, Chris, but I read a prompter, so I think I qualify. And the one thing I've noticed is how similar this seems to 9/11 in that various agencies didn't communicate with each other, even at the moment of the attacks and afterwards. And I don't fault them. But I'm just saying that we learned similar instances where local police couldn't communicate with the Secret Service. I don't know how detailed or even true they are. But this communication issue between people who are there to protect everyone there, including a guy running for president, it's incumbent upon them to make sure that they're all in sync, right?
Right. I mean, that's exactly one of the biggest issues in 9/11 was that failure to communicate and sort of interoperability, sharing information. That should, I mean, we ought to have that puzzle solved by now. We had various commissions after 9/11. We had they set up the terrorism task, the terrorism screening center, the counterterrorism center in D.C., outside of D.C., where all the agencies are in one place. This is a simple one, though. This would just have the state police and the local police in the command post with the Secret Service. Secret Service doesn't want to share their channel with them, that's fine, but you sit right next to each other and pass information real time and then make good judgment about what you're going to do with the information as it comes in. And I think they fell down on both parts.
Maybe I'll give you a call sometime. Your number's still 911? Oh, righty then.
You know, Chris, this is a little bigger, but you're more than able to look at it, given your past FBI background. We have a president of the United States right now who's essentially sidelined for the next 6 months. We have his vice president in a role that's very similar to an acting president in the meantime. Kind of like what some European countries do. We have a president and a prime minister. I get that. But that's not our country. That's not our system of government. So I'm wondering what signals you think this sends. Does it confuse foreigners? Does it incite our enemies or galvanize them? What do you think?
I think it creates a very dangerous environment in what was already a pretty high threat environment. And we've got China breathing down our neck in an alliance with Russia. That's not good. And we've got Iran. We've got crazy people, almost nuclear. North Korea, another unstable person with his hand on the trigger. So and then across Russia, we've got threats coming from everywhere, and this just sends a bad signal. It's a national security issue for sure.
Got it, Chris. Thank you very much. Stick around. We'll have more.
I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!